Blessed morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of CDR Inspiration, Better Husbands, Better Fathers. And this morning, I want to talk to you about two reasons why I succeed. And the reason for me sharing this morning is because a lot of people ask me from time to time, Clifton, how do you do it? How it is you stay so positive all the time? How is it you seem like your life is always going good? You're always happy. You and your wife seems to be happy all the time. You and your children are always having fun. You spend so much time with them. So many questions persons would ask from time to time. And there are two main reasons, I would say. Probably not the only reasons, but there are two reasons when I look at my life and what I do. I could say two reasons why I succeed in this area of my life. Please note, I'm not perfect. I'm not the best. I'm just working on becoming better every day. And if I could inspire a couple men along the way, I will continue to do so. So, number one would be the Word of God. I was introduced to Jesus at a very, very young. As a matter of fact, before I was born, I was in church. And from Sunday school teachings, from Bible class teachings, from preachings, from studying the Word of God, there are principles laid out in the Word of God. There are instructions for you to follow, that if you follow these things, it will really, really, really help a whole lot in your life. I'm speaking from experience, my personal experience. There are times when I feel frustrated. Yes, I do get frustrated. If you don't think I get frustrated, I am human also. I do get frustrated. There are times when you're going through some things in your life and you're questioning yourself. You even want to question God sometimes. And when you feel that way, when I feel that way, and I find time to get on my knees and pray, I find time to get into the Word of God and read and study the Word of God and find answers in the Word of God, it helps me so much. So I have to say, the influence that God has in my life, the Word of God has in my life, has a great, 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 great effect on the results that I produce daily. It's only by the grace of God. And you'll always hear me say that. Someone asks how you doing, I say good by God's grace, because it's not on my own strength. It's not on me. It's really just because of God. So one would be the Word of God, my relationship with God. Number two would be my network marketing career. Some of you would know that I spent my first few years in the military, spent 4.5 years serving my country as a soldier, and I also spent another 3.5 years with another Ministry of Science, Technology and Tertiary Education. I always knew that I wanted to be more, become more, do more. I always knew that I wanted not just financial freedom, but I wanted time freedom also. Because I'm a family guy, I love family. I grew up in an extended family home for the first few years of my life, and there were so many of us in the house: aunts, uncles, granny, siblings, cousins. It was a lot of us. So I love family, and I always wanted to be able to be free. I don't just want the money, because some people have money and they don't have time, and then there are those who have time and they don't have money. But there's a few persons that has money and time to enjoy that money and do the things that they would like to do. And I found that in the network marketing industry, where I control my time, where I choose the things that I want to do daily, where I could plan things with my family without having to first see what's happening on the job. And I'm not speaking against jobs, I'm just telling you about me, right? Where I could plan things with my family and not have to go to my boss first to find out if I would be able to get this time. And this has given me the freedom that I desire. That if I choose to go to the garden with my wife today and go plant some food in the garden, or go reap some food from the garden, or go weed up the garden, or do whatever we want to do, spend more time with our family. If we decide to just jump in our vehicle and go for a drive somewhere, if we plan to jump on a plane and head to Tobago, or jump on a boat and head to Tobago, whatever we desire to do, we have that freedom. And I believe this is what these two things help me to live the life that I live today. This is one of or two of the reasons that I succeed. Now, I don't know what your reasons would be, but I'm saying to you, zero in on your life today and see what are those things in your life that has those most positive effects on your life, that gives you the most positive outcomes in your life. And maybe, just maybe, you need to focus on those things a little bit more than the things that you are focusing on right now. As I said, I don't know what those things in your life will be, but when I examine my life, those are two things in my life that stands out to me that really gives me the most positive outcome, and those are the things that I choose to focus on more and grow it. So I work on growing myself as a man in the Word of God, my relationship with God, and I work on continuing to grow my network marketing business, because that's what gives me the ultimate freedom that I desire. So you find whatever those things are. It could be one thing, it could be two things, it could be three things, it doesn't matter. But you need to find them, focus on them, and continue to work on them and grow them. Forget all the other negatives in your life. Forget everything else that is happening. I know as a man it can be very challenging sometimes, especially if you really have a great desire. You've taken on your responsibility of your family, your wife and children. I'm saying to you, forget all the other negatives, forget everything else that is going wrong, and search your life and find those things that are really going well, that are positive in your life, and work on them and grow them. I love and appreciate you guys. Thanks for taking the time out to jump on CDR Inspiration this morning. And I'll say to you, you're already a good husband and you are a good father. Just work on becoming better every single day. Love you guys. Have an awesome day today. See you next week Monday for another episode. Bye for now.